It's not always easy to understand the thought process of different species of animals, especially when they hunt each other. For example, it's hard to fathom how a lion could take down an elephant, but the way they do it is both amazing and horrifying at the same time. Check out these 15 drastically unbelievable moments of a predator hunting. Number 15. Killer bees versus snake. It is not uncommon for wild honeybees to establish a nest in an area that is not sufficiently protected from predators, such as Florida black bears, which prey on beehives in search of both honey and protein-rich egg yolks laid inside. However, the bees appear to have made a wise choice. They have established their nest near an incubating Burmese python, which is aggressive enough to attack any animal that approaches her lair. When the bees moved in, the python had been incubating her eggs for nearly 2 months. Since her eggs are due to hatch any day now, she could leave her nest. However, she continues to guard her eggs, even though she is clearly irritated by the bees. If the python remains calm, the honeybees are fine with it. If the reptile suddenly moves toward a potential predator, it will be seen as an act of aggression. If provoked, the feral bees will attack and kill the python. These killer bees are attacking a snake which has trespassed into their territory. Some ants jump into the mix as well, so this snake has a lot on its plate. Number 14. Giant centipedes. Watch how the centipede chews up the snake. The snake struggles to free itself from the centipede's hold, but it doesn't look like it's getting away. Another centipede is giving the snake a hard time, this time outside. The centipede has wrapped itself around the snake's head, and the two creatures keep turning over quickly. I think it's over for the snake. Who would have thought a centipede could do this to a snake? This centipede has a snake in a headlock and both animals are wiggling their bodies. But the centipede seems to have the upper hand. It is biting through the snake, which is not doing much to defend itself. Number 13. Honey badger. Honey badgers have been seen robbing honeybee nests and hives. In the wild, honey badgers will most probably consume some of the honey. The bees are manufactured and stored in combs. During the raid, honey badgers are willing to risk a few bee stings in exchange for honey, a high-protein food source for their young. This honey badger is enjoying a huge meal. I'm not sure the badger killed a snake. Nevertheless, it's being rewarded. The honey badger, believe it or not, is so hardy. It will even attack smaller crocodiles, as shown in this video. You think a honey badger would have no chance against a crocodile, even if it isn't particularly large. And from the looks of it, the reptile is already enjoying its meal in the bush. But you'd be wrong. It's the honey badger who's delivering it to the crocodile, not the other way around. The badger pounces on the crocodile, but after realizing it isn't a small lizard, it gives up the chase. This time a honey badger takes on an African rock python, and the badger moves quickly, taking stabs at the snake. Every now and then, for some reason, the snake is mesmerized by the badger and doesn't move at all. Number 12. Snake versus toad. This is a duo between a Maine salmon river snake and a toad. Do you think this non-venomous snake overestimated his abilities? This very ambitious snake chases this toad, but the toad looks much too big for the small snake. The snake is hungry and doesn't care, so he tries swallowing the toad. The only problem is he can't. A grass snake is wrapped around the toad and biting its head. But once again, the toad looks much too big for the snake to swallow. This snake is trying to hold on to this toad's leg, but I'm not sure he can hold on for much longer. Many of these snakes have big dreams, but they can't seem to make him happen. Number 11. Hyena hunting. When a hyena approaches this taupe, he relaxes. But when the hyena gets too close, the taupe reacts and tries to flee. The hyena manages to grab the taupe and knock it down. And when the rest of the crew arrives, the taupe is in desperate need of assistance. But there is none. Just more enemy reinforcements arriving, and it's all over in seconds. This hyena is digging this warthog out of its den so it can kill and eat it. It's like stopping at McDonald's for a quick burger for this hyena. This wildebeest is already missing a chunk of flesh on the side of its body. When these hyenas try to finish it off, after a few seconds of contemplation, the hyenas strike again. And this time, the wildebeest. There's no chance. The hyenas in this video are targeting this buffalo's private parts, weakening it with every strike. This must be extremely painful for the buffalo. The hyena's tactics work, and the scavengers finally take down the buffalo. But to their dismay, a male lion arrives just in time for the meal. Number 10. Cape buffalo versus lion. Buffaloes are one of the largest cattle species in the world. They can weigh up to 1,000 kg, but for some reason lions still like to prey on them. The trick is for them to hunt in packs, and then chase a pack of buffaloes till they can find the weak link. However, this time around, one lion decided to do a solo hunt. Bad idea. So this lion found a lone buffalo and was already sneaking its teeth into said buffalo, when two other buffaloes came to the rescue in anger. One of the savior buffaloes lifted the lion with its powerful horn and threw it down twice. If that lion survived, it won't ever forget that experience. Number 9. Hippopotamus versus lion. A hippo versus lion face-off is not something that happens very often, and this is because while the lion is clearly the predator, they typically do not go after hippos, as hippos are huge and have a very strong jaw. However, in the off chance that both animals meet, a lion sometimes has the upper hand. But this time around the hippo wasn't having it, so this hippo was going on its merry way sometime alone at night. Which was a mistake, by the way. Prey are usually safer when they are together. Anyway, a couple of lions saw this lone hippo and decided to attack the smart hippo, though ran and hid it in the water. You think the story ends there, but it doesn't. The very next morning, the hippo was out for blood. It came out of the water, approached the first lonesome lion assault, and caught that lion in its powerful jaws. And that's the end of the story, at least for that lion. Number 8. Honey badger versus python. Honey badgers are really hilarious in their fearlessness. They are small creatures that like to confront large animals for the fun of it, and somehow they manage to get away with it most of the time. This one time a honey badger was caught by a python. Whether or not the honey badger started the confrontation, we do not know, but it was caught by a python. The python, like pythons, are known to try to suffocate the honey badger. However, the honey badger escaped, but instead of running away to celebrate its escape, this troublesome honey badger turned on the python and tried to attack it. Then again, if you could, wouldn't you try to get back at an enemy? Number 7. Wildebeest versus lion. We can all conclude that lions are really troublesome. They make a habit out of biting off more than they can chew. Wildebeest, on the other hand, are not totally defenseless. They might be prey, but they are solidly pills and have a pair of sharp horns that they are not afraid to use. This one time, two lions were trying to make a meal out of one wildebeest, but they got what they did not bargain for. The wildebeest was not willing to go down just like that, so it shook off the murderous lion. When the wildebeest got one of them off, it went ahead to lift the lion and drop it using his powerful horn. As for the second lion, a few more vigorous movements dislodged it, and both lions eventually ran for dear life. Victory to the prey. Number 6. Warthog versus leopard. This is another face-off that rarely ever happens, and it's because of the mutual respect that the warthog and the leopard have for each other. However, every once in a while, a leopard would go after an unprotected piglet, as that would be an easier kill. This time around, though, it wasn't going to be an easy kill for the leopard. It did its work quite alright, setting a proper ambush and waiting for the right time. However, right as it pounced on the piglet going for the kill, a clearly pissed off warthog came and threw the leopard off the piglet. Fortunately for the leopard, warthogs are vegetarians. Number 5. Zebra versus lions. Zebras seem to be the preferred choice of prey for a couple of predators, and lions are not left out of this. However, zebras aren't defenseless. Their high limbs can administer a really powerful kick, and they are not afraid of using them. This one time a lion went after a baby zebra thinking it was going to have an easy meal. The baby's mom came to the rescue, though, delivering a precise and very powerful kick that destabilized the lion. The smart zebra didn't wait to see what the fate of the lion was. It picked up its baby and ran. Number 4. Wolves. Wolves are considered pests by many farmers because they attack their flocks. In this video, two wolves come looking for dinner. When they target a flock of sheep, they jump inside the enclosure and manage to assault one of the sheep. I'm surprised the farmer doesn't own a few dogs to deter the wolves from approaching. This pack of wolves tries to get out of bison calf, but its mother is doing a great job of fending them off. The wolves are tenacious, but so is mama bison. In this video, a wolf kills a calf separated from its mother, and when the mother finally finds her calf, it's too late. It's a sad moment just watching the mother mourn for its offspring. Finally, these white wolves torment this bear, but the bear's resilient and will not back down until the wolves give up. It's not 3 wolves that will scare a bear away from a fight. Number 3. Prank mantis versus centipede. As we have seen in previous videos, the prank mantis is a voracious predator, and this first video is no different. Watch how the mantis strike a large centipede, and although at first it looks like the centipede has the upper hand on the mantis, it doesn't take much time before the killer encyclopedizes the centipede. A much smaller centipede is placed inside the aquarium with a praying mantis, and the mantis makes chop suey out of many-legged insects. It's time for a better challenge. There aren't many insects capable of inflicting major damage on the praying mantis. It always seems as if the mantis overruns all the others. Even the snake can't seem to find a weakness, and it is gobbled up just like the rest of them. Finally, this lizard thinks it just spotted a hearty meal when it's about to stick out its tongue to get a taste of the mantis. But it has another thing coming when the mantis jumps on his face and begins tearing it apart. What a friendly creature the praying mantis is. Number 2. Lynx and bobcat. When cornered, all lynxes fight back ferociously, and although they usually avoid humans, they can attack if they feel threatened. The lynx will creep up on its prey silently thanks to its padded fuzzy cloth. In this video, a full-grown mule deer is being attacked by a Canadian lynx. The lynx took many hours to finish off the deer, according to multiple eyewitnesses. Throughout the week, many individuals photographed and videoed the lynx guarding its kill. The Himalayan lynx, along with the famed snow leopard, is one of the most elusive and strong cats found in the rocky cliffs at the Citrus Valley of Pakistan. The lynx is an apex predator is critical to maintaining the balance and health of this complex alpine environment. This Himalayan lynx just spotted a marco and doesn't hesitate 1 second to jump in for the kill. The lynx is successful and enjoys its meal. This bobcat is much smaller than this deer, but it manages to pin it to the ground until it immobilizes, the deer suffocating its death. The chase is on when this bobcat tries to put its paws on this bunny rabbit. The rabbit is running as fast as it can, but will it be fast enough to save its life? I guess not. Finally, this bobcat messes around with the rattlesnake in the middle of the road. It gives it a few slaps and the rattlesnake retaliates. But I'm wondering how come the snake's venom has no effect on the bobcat. The fight continues and your guess is as good as mine regarding the outcome. Number 1. Nepin. When people think of predators, lions and crocodiles immediately come to mind. But what about plants? Have you seen a carnivorous plant in action? Watch this plant to let this fly jump into its mouth. It's that easy. No effort, no crazy hunting strategy, just patience and good intentions. The Depths is a tropical picture plant that eats animals and insects. In this video, a rat has fallen into the plant's mouth and it's probably been there for a while. This little mouth is playing with fire, sitting on the ledge under the pens, just inches away from assured death. This time the mouse gets away with it. Once an animal falls inside the mouth of a plant like this frog, it's very difficult for the animal to get out of there because of the pointy spikes at the edge of the mouth that prevent it from climbing out. Finally, these ants have no clue. They are marching to their deaths when they climb this nepins and fall inside its mouth. What's amazing about this is the plant doesn't have to do a thing. It's like having room service, except it's free. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.